This is the Iowa Weather Report for Saturday, April 11th, 2015. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have a system moving off the east coast. You can see that with the trough axis over eastern Canada back into the north and east. That'll be taking the storm system that brought quite a bit of severe weather on Thursday across the Midwest and a little bit yesterday across the southeast and east coast. It'll still be producing a little bit of showery activity across far south Georgia, Florida, and along the Gulf Coast. A couple of storms possible across the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle. That's going to be with the next storm that's going to slowly move in our direction here on Sunday. That could bring us a little bit of precipitation at that time. This weekend looks to be sunny today, a little bit stormy tomorrow, highs in the 60s and lower 70s across the state. As we go into Monday, the new work week, this system pulls off a very early morning shower Monday. Otherwise, it will clear out. It will be a bit cooler, 50s to around 60, maybe lower 60s Monday. Tuesday will warm back up, 60s across the state for the most part. Any rain will be across the south, Texas, Oklahoma, and another system moving across the northwest and into the northern Rockies. Then as we go into the middle of the week, that's when the next storm is going to be approaching, and this could bring us a couple of showers and maybe a rumble of thunder in our southwestern counties. And then this is where our confidence begins to lower a bit because the system over the plains seemingly doesn't move a whole lot. Still some showers across the Gulf Coast up through the mid-south, the Mississippi River Valley, and back into the plains and into the high plains of eastern Colorado, and it just continues to sit there as even we move into Friday. You can still see that pretty much in that area, Nebraska, Kansas, far southwest Iowa into Missouri, and back down into the lower Mississippi River Valley in the south as well. Our confidence isn't too high on this, but there still could be a chance of a couple of showers and storms with that. You can even see by next Saturday that closed low moving across the mid-south center somewhere around Memphis. Another system moving across the northern tier of the country as well, and this will be bringing this system, it'll kind of kick this storm kind of out. It's also going to enhance the shower and thunderstorm threat here on Saturday. Severe weather doesn't look very likely with that system at this point, but we'll see if any changes occur, and we'll see if that happens. Going into the extended period, however, on the 22nd, we pretty much have a zonal flow across the country. Couple systems in Canada, one across eastern Canada, another disturbance over the prairie provinces, and another off the west coast of Canada. You can see there's the system over eastern Canada. Could bring a couple of showers around the Great Lakes back into the upper Midwest, and then most of the rest of the country is going to be fairly quiet with most of the systems across Canada. The end of the forecast on the 26th, trough over the east, trough over the west, a bit of a ridge in the middle part of the country extending up into the middle of Canada as well. And with the two troughs, we'll have at least one storm about to move into our area that could bring us a couple of showers and maybe a rumble of thunder. Another system off the east, along the east coast with some showers and maybe a rumble of thunder, and another system moving into the north and west. So it could be a bit active toward the end of April. Satellite image from last evening, we had this cold front that brought the severe weather Thursday across the Midwest. It was beginning to pull off the east coast. It'll really start to stall across the Gulf Coast. Another storm moving into the northwest, fairly clear elsewhere. The watch warning map from last evening was very quiet across the country. Outside of a couple of winter weather issues across the Cascades and some dense fog in down east Maine, it was fairly quiet across the country, unlike it was 24 hours prior to that. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, showing quite a bit of precipitation along the Gulf Coast, 2 to 3 plus inches down there. Around here, maybe up to a quarter of an inch, maybe heavier in any thunderstorms.